Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I will draw a scene for you today using a variety of pencils, a smudging tool and an eraser. So without further ado, let's go into it. If the setup looks a little different to you today, then that's because it is different. I'm not using Streamlabs today. Instead, I'm using the YouTube implemented streaming software mechanism, whatever you call it. So yeah, everything I do is mirrored left to right, and the angle is a little different, so you don't see the lower part of my piece of paper, but you can see the lower line of my frame that I drew here, so you're going to be able to see everything that I draw. So enough explaining. Let's go into this sky. As always, just lines from the left to the right to give it a smooth transition. Darker at the top, brighter at the horizon. All right. Let me get it a little darker up here. Like this, okay. Now I'll use the smudging tool to make it smoother. Start at the top as well and go down to the bottom. Down towards the horizon. Try to get rid of all those lines that were left, because it's pretty difficult to make lines from one side of an A4 page to the other without leaving gaps in between. Okay, now let's take the eraser and get a little cloud in there. Or maybe a bigger cloud. Let's go for one that goes over here. And then there's another one above it. One up here. Maybe like so. Okay. Let's knock off the eraser residue. And then go in with the HB pencil. Creating the shadows down here at the bottom. Let's say the light comes from the right today. So we will have shadows on the left side. But let's first finish the lower side down here. And then down here, maybe this cloud looks like this. Okay. Now go in with those C shapes. to create the shadows on the side. Just like so. Down here. And I think this should go more into the volume. I'm not sure though, this doesn't look right, but what the heck. Okay. All this is going to be in the shadow as well. The entire left side of this cloud over here. And then maybe there's some light up here. Okay. Next thing I want to do is have some mountains in the background, starting from the middle right here, maybe. Something more over there. Not such a long straight line. Okay. And then let's just make them gray. In the very distance, we don't see a lot of features. Make them go down into the land. I'm going across horizontally to get rid of the line structure of the cross-hatching. Okay, those mountain tops right here look darker than the rest. But okay, that's what it is now. Okay. Next thing I want for this picture is I want there to be one mountain right up in here. Okay, now give it some shape. From each peak, there's a line coming down to make it three-dimensional. And now the first thing I'm going to do is erase those lines that I just drew, because I want to erase the background. Okay. Now let's draw those lines again. Not quite sure how I'm going to shape it right here. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. Like this. Okay. Now I first give it a shadow side with the HB pencil. All the sides that are to the left are going to be in the shadows. So I'll just give them a general value with the HB pencil. this side's on the left as well. And so is this right here. And of course, this entire part. Now let's see how I can get this dark as quickly as possible, since it's a rather large area. All right, maybe that's enough. I want to make those a little bit smoother, since it's only the shadow value, is not anything that gives it structure yet. So I'm just going across with the smudging tool and I'm pulling it down into the land below it. Maybe a little bit like this. Okay. Then also with the HB pencil, I'm going to draw some lines and structures into the bright areas. Just some cracks. Cracks and areas. Oh, I'm noticing that. All right, I don't need this. But anyway, some cracks right here and areas where it's a little darker. Just some structure right there, and then going into the dark areas, same thing. Just some random lines zigzagging down the face of the mountain. Same over here. And for those larger areas, make sure not to limit yourself just to lines, but also to crosshatch some areas where there are recessed planes in the mountain. Maybe a little bit like so. All right. Now let's go into the landscape below. Maybe from this area there's a hill coming down, and this leads into a hill as well. Then we need something going on right here. Down there, some hills as well. Let's say there are trees down there, and they're close enough for us to see them. Over here as well. Just some trees going out towards this side, and some coming in from here. And down there, we've got some large trees. Okay, now just get the upper side of those, make them as dark as possible. Just like so. A little cross-hatching of the area below them, but leave an area above the lower tree line. Okay, now let's go in with the smudging tool and make that smooth and pull it down towards the next line. Like so. Now let's go into these trees down here. I'm just indicating for myself the volumes to see where I have to go darker. Maybe I'll first just give them all a general value, just cross-hatching everything very lightly. And now get darker towards the left and the downside. The lower side right here. Like this, and this one's in the foreground right there. Okay, now I'm going in with the smudging tool to get rid of those lines because I have a lot of lines going on down here. Okay. Now I made another line right here to indicate where my foreground is going to be, that I'm going to draw right now. Because I want to have a tree right here that is growing up into the sky. Very big tree that continues way up there. So yeah, let me get the ground first. Down here indicates some very minor elevations. Going in with a 3B pencil now. Making those tops everywhere a little more prominent. Making them darker. Okay, just for the general volume of this entire hillside. So I don't need structure here as well, so I just want to make it a little bit smoother. So I'm going in with the smudging tool again. All right, now all this area behind the tree, getting some grass already. The entire edge up here, the entire ridge that we can see. We see the blades of grass popping up from there against the mid and background. And that's why we leave the lower areas towards the next lower line, why we leave them brighter. So then what we draw in those areas, the next level, the next area, we draw it in dark and it sticks out against the background. Just like those blades of grass right here. Okay, and then on this elevation, we see the grass as well. Okay, and now it's time to draw the tree. So I am erasing everything that's behind it. And then I'm going in with the 7B pencil on the left side. To create this shadow side right here. All the way on the left side of the tree trunk. And go a little bit lighter towards the middle. All right, next I take the 3B pencil and go a little bit more to the right. Okay, and just with very low pressure on the right side, leaving a little bit of the area blank. I'm not even going in with the HB pencil there. Okay, let's have something for the tree to stand on down there, and some grass that grows down there. All right, all this grass down here. Let's have another minor elevation right here and one right there. Something going on there. Let's pack it a little fuller. Get some stuff going on there. Have some lush and full meadow. right there. Continuing on the other side right here. And down here, just checking if you can see what I'm doing. You don't see the single blades of grass, but generally I think you see what I'm doing right here. Let's have some more grass up here. And down here. All the way down, out of the frame. And all the way on this ridge. All the way to over here. Okay, maybe something's going down right here also. So there's no large space down here. Like this. Okay. Now that's the ground done. But I still have some plans for this tree, which is some branches hanging down into the sky like this. And one right here, one down there. Maybe something ends right here and something goes over there. Now, let's have some bifurcations. Something overlapping right here, overlapping right there. Remember to make things overlap to create the idea of three-dimensionality. And then send some dynamics. Make the branches be a little bit wider towards the tree trunk. And then I'm going to add the leaves. And for this particular tree right now, I'm just using the 3B pencil because we're just seeing the lower sides of the leaves, the low side of the tree. So it's all in the shadow. Already add some individual leaves there. Maybe this branch right here pokes out because there are not a lot of leaves that cover it, that are between us and the branch, so we make it stick out. And then to the other side right here, we're gonna have some leaves as well, maybe another branch right there. something coming down behind the tree trunk. Okay. All right. And that's it with our scene for today. So I'm going to clean up the edges as always. Over here. And down at the bottom. Okay. Now all that's left to say is thank you for joining me once more. I hope you liked the stream. Hope you found some entertainment. Maybe some motivation to get drawing yourself or to get some other stuff done. Just some ASMR in the background. I don't know. Please remember to subscribe if you find yourself coming back to the channel. Consider giving the stream a like. And yeah, also comment what you think about the motifs, about my techniques. Tell me what you would do differently. Tell me what you maybe like, what you dislike. Just give me some feedback so I know what I'm at and what I can maybe improve, and maybe also just what you like. I'd really like to hear that as well. Hear just some positive, affirming words. Okay, so thanks for being here again. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye.